minutes. 2 minutes.
Ready to go, so just close the doors for
2. To those who are enthralled by mountains, their wonder is beyond all dispute. To those who are not, their allure is a kind of madness. What is this strange force that draws us upwards? This siren song of the summit. Mountains are so much more than a challenge or an adversary to be overcome. At height, you can be taken right to the brink.
We Sherpa people have a great respect for the mountain. She is the mother god of the earth.
Over here, we climb mountains, but it's a holy place. Western people approach it as a physical challenge to see how close you can get to death. We have about 120 Sherpas or so might have died so far.
The risks that people were making the Sherpas take. What is the moral justification for that?
Roughing it on Mount Everest. Hot towels and tea in the morning.
My father said, I wish I had never climbed this mountain.
They're angry, yes, they are, for lack of respect.
Every time I send the Sherpas up in the mountain, it's like sending them off to war. I don't know who's going to come home.
About 200 miles east of San Francisco lies one of the great scenic wonders of the world, Yosemite National Park.
I mean, we were living on the fringes of society.
A hardcore, a really devoted climbers trying to raise the standards, push themselves.
We had a purpose. Only through climbing can you find yourself. Bullshit like that.
Climbing in those days was not a respectable activity to be doing. It was an outlaw activity.
The idea of devoting your life to climbing didn't exist anywhere else. We were going to climb forever, and that was the extent of it.
No one has ventured onto walls like this.
So huge, you'd be on it the rest of your life.
Why in God's green earth do you guys climb mountains?
Because we're insane.
In Yosemite Valley, climbing went from a fringe activity to a full-blown culture and sport.
The next generation had a ride. It was us.
Get out of the way. Here we are.
When I'm in the mountains, life is so incredibly simple.
Who impresses you right now?
This kid Marc-Andre Leclerc. He's been doing all kinds of crazy alpine soloing. What I'm doing is on rock, and then I see Marc-Andre free soloing on ice and snow.
First time I heard about Mark, he was living in a snow cave on the parkway or something. He is pushing things that is pretty much unknown.
I'm Marc-Andre Leclerc. I'm a climber, generally speaking.
He's different than anyone I'd ever met. I love him for that.
He belongs in a different era, and it was like wild.
I can tell little Marc-Andre stories all day, but he doesn't even care if anybody ever knows what he's climbing. It's more just to have a casual, fun adventure.
I just hope he's careful.
Anything could happen.
I mean, I know it's dangerous. I'm not like deluding myself that it's not dangerous to go soloing.
So why do it?
Solo alpinism, climbing big, technical mountains, is more than just a sport.
It's only for the very best climbers on there.
Breaking news.
news right now out of Thailand.
Rescue teams are working through the night to save 12 boys and their coach trapped inside a cave.
The monsoon had come early. The conditions in the cave were impossible. There was a very strong feeling that the children couldn't be still alive.
We need expert cave divers out here.
The Thai Navy SEALs put everything they had into it, but only this group of people who do it as a weekend hobby has those skills.
I was thinking, this has actually got our name all over it.
You couldn't see your hand in front of your face. Trying to wriggle through holes that I couldn't wriggle through, finding a bigger space, sliding through, and then repeating again and again.
How many of you? 13?
We look into each other's faces thinking we may be the only ones that ever see them.
Finding the boys was the easy part. They didn't have a clue how to get
Without a rope, it's obviously like much higher consequence.
People who know a little bit about climbing, they're like, oh, he's totally safe. And then people who really know exactly what he's doing are freaked out.
I've thought about All Cap like for years, and every year I'm like, that's really scary. I'll never be content unless I at least put in the effort. El Cap is the most impressive wall on Earth.
It's 3,200 feet of sheer granite. It's the center of the rock climbing universe.
Obviously, I get interview questions about it all the time. Oh, would you like to do that? And you're like, yes, for sure.
So you're a girlfriend now, I heard.
It was awesome. Pretty much makes life better in every way.
It's really hard for me to grasp why he wants this. But if he doesn't do this stuff, he'd regret it.
Everybody who has made free soloing a big part of their life is dead now.
I haven't been injured in like 7 years. I suddenly start getting injured all the time.
What if something happens?
When you are in the mountains, if you give up, you die.
There are only 14 mountains in the world higher than 8,000 meters.
The fastest time to climb all the 14 was 7 years. The plan is to go and hit the summit directly. If I can stay alive, I can do this in 7 months.
It is a roll of the dice. Completely absurd.
Tonight we drink, tomorrow we plan. The biggest strength I have is I have no fear.
Supporting him, you have to be strong.
Look, I got nothing more to give. I don't want my brother to die.
You have to be willing to try. You are on the edge of life and death.
It is a project not only for himself, but for all the Sherpas.
If this was done by some Western climber, the news.
And now I know.
Meru is the culmination of all I've done, and all I've wanted to do is this peak and this climb.
Conrad's reputation among climbers is flawless. I only go on expeditions with people that I know and that I trust.
As a team, you're the sum total of all your experience. I had heard about Renan. I knew he was strong enough.
When we got there and I looked up at the mountain, I didn't know what we were getting into.
This is the test of the master climber. Jimmy and Conrad have climbed Everest 4 or 5 times. This is a whole different kind of climbing.
16 days up here.
We lost half our food, and 90% of the mountain was still above us.
The center of the universe is
unattainable.
Climbing with your mentors is a dangerous thing because you give them all of your trust. I gave them everything.
The rewards of climbing are huge. The problem is you don't always come out of okay. People die, and then you can't justify it.
We knew a number of expeditions had failed on it, so we knew it was hard.
At some point, you're going to have to rely wholly on your partner.
I didn't really know what I was letting myself in for.
We just lost control.
I just felt it was best to get as far away as possible.
I was just convinced he was dead.
As soon as I saw it, I knew it had been cut.
Time, I mean, it takes your breath away.
Early in the morning, there's this one panel of the wall that illuminates first, the dawn wall.
It has never been climbed until Tommy Caldwell came along. Nobody had actually considered trying it.
It's like stepping off the edge of the earth.
I guess the question here is, why are you doing this?
I was this very fragile little kid.
He didn't crawl till he was over 2.
I think my dad felt the best way to prepare this kid for the world was to toughen him up a little bit. And so he took me on all the craziest climbing walls you could ever do, and he did it with a 6-year-old. By the time I was 14 or 15, there was climbs that I could do that my dad couldn't. Tommy became one of the best young climbers. And then he got invited to Kyrgyzstan to rock climb. And all of a sudden, we were hostages.
After being held captive for 6 days, 4 young Americans confront the ultimate choice: to kill or be killed.
He saved our lives.
But he became a different